Welcome back to New Leaf Podcast. I'm your host, JD Winters. On tonight's show, we talk about sustainable home power and battery grids. If you clicked on this video, you're likely a homeowner who's chosen to generate and store their own power. As you begin this journey, you'll be faced with a host of choices on how to design your self sustaining power system. Part of your home energy grid will depend heavily on a key choice: what kind of battery you choose to store the energy you capture from your solar panels, wind turbines, or other sources like hydroelectric and geothermal energy. So, what is your best choice? Today on New Leaf Podcast, we take a brief glimpse into the world of batteries, picking two of the most popular choices on the market and giving you the information you need to make the best choice for your unique situation. First, we'll need to define the two batteries we'll be discussing today. The first type of battery is called AGM Deep Cycle, popular for its absorbent glass mat separator that keeps the battery from degrading as quickly as its lead acid counterpart. Our second choice is the ever popular lithium iron phosphate, whose energy density records continue to climb to new heights. But which of these two is the best choice for you? Let's start by taking a look at AGM deep cycle batteries, which is a technology that's been around for some time and is an improvement to its lead acid counterpart that has been around for a very long time. To simplify the energy storage process, electricity is fed through copper and silver plated terminals, which offer slightly better conductivity than those lead acid standards, and each layer of the battery is broken down into individual negative and positive plates. All of these are separated by that absorbent glass mat, whose purpose is to prevent spills when the battery is at odd angles. Additionally, some manufacturers will design a positive plate in a grid so that it can absorb vibrations and the effects of a constantly changing environment. So now that we understand the basic components of a lead acid AGM deep cycle battery, we can take a step back and look at the general pros and cons. AGM batteries are very cost efficient, often factoring in about half of the price of their lithium counterparts. The maintenance is straightforward and mostly hands off. They're widely available in a host of modern stores across the globe. And additionally, AGM batteries can withstand quite a temperature variance. And to top it all off, they can remain at various states of charge and usually recover their integrity without much effect on their lifetime or charge cycles. However, that lifetime is rather limited, usually only half of that of lithium iron phosphate batteries, sometimes varying between 2 to 5 years. Because of this, warranties are limited, rarely offered to begin with. If there were an accident of any kind, the acidic chemicals within the battery could be exposed to sensitive equipment, and their caustic erosion could cause serious damage. As well, their energy density is lower than average, and this makes them less space efficient overall. So, now that we know a bit about AGM deep cycle batteries, let's take a look at their lithium iron phosphate counterparts. Lithium ion batteries in general take a more modular approach to their design. To begin, the cells are each individually and independently cased, and this is an important difference compared to the open acid cells of an AGM battery. Each cell has its own capacity and takes incoming electricity right into its solid state matrix, usually one designed with many layers to increase the overall energy density. These cells are arranged in a grid, which is then powered and controlled by switches, battery management systems, cooling systems, diverters, inverters, and usually some kind of built in display or the ability to connect an external screen that can provide a host of information for the owner to review regularly. So now that we have a basic understanding of the internal structure of these lithium iron phosphate batteries, let's discuss their pros and cons and see how they compare. First, the long lifetime is definitely a positive feature. Most batteries advertise at least 7, but often 10 years of guaranteed charge cycles for an average user. Additionally, the high energy density means that the battery stores far more electricity, and makes it far more space efficient overall. To top it off, each individual component of a lithium iron phosphate battery can be replaced, and the manufacturers will typically provide replacement parts as needed as part of the warranty. However, these powerhouses are not without their drawbacks. To start, they're quite expensive, on average, twice to four times as expensive as their lead acid or AGM counterparts. Since the market for lithium batteries is relatively new, this also means that their design can vary in quality between manufacturers, sometimes meaning you'll be missing critical internal components unless you can verify the design before purchase. And this purchase will likely occur online or through a vendor, with the wait time sometimes taking months. Rarely are high capacity lithium batteries sold in stores, and when they are, there is even less vetting of the design and manufacture that can occur in an online environment. Finally, lithium iron phosphate batteries can be thermally picky to the point that they require special cooling and even heating devices depending on their environment. In the end, considering their long lifetime, high energy density, and replaceable parts, there's no doubt that lithium iron phosphate batteries are the better return on your investment. AGM batteries work as a great beginner option with their easy maintenance, low cost, and thermal resilience. For New Leaf Podcasts, this is JD Winters signing off until next time.